all for being here and being the very second audience to see the very second ever performance of the Grandma and Wash Barn's Brown County Variety Revue and Puppet Show Extravaganza. So give yourselves a hand. Thank you for being here today. And a big thank you to the Brown County Art Guild who's putting on this event as part of their Artist Colony Weekend. They're doing lots of events, so make sure you check them out. We've got Andra here, and Roberta's in the back. If you have any questions about the events, make sure you talk to one of these ladies. Thank you for doing this. I'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Dr. Robert Sexton. He's not with us right here now for helping to support this, and Toby Myers. If y'all want to support this and maybe donate a little to the Unemployed Puppeteers Fund, there's a birdhouse up here where you can support your local puppeteers. What else do I need to mention before we get started? Well, before we get to the puppets, we need to do a little bit of a history lesson, if you will. All right. So, a long time ago, I mean like more than 100 years ago, there was this place called Indiana. Way down there in the southern half of the state of Indiana, where it starts to get real hilly and covered with trees, and the roads get real windy, and there's potholes so big that they'll eat up your whole vehicle. Well, there's a little place called Brown County. Now, because of all them hills and trees and windy roads and potholes and whatnot, folks back in Brown County in them days didn't tend to get out too much. And aside from some of them city-fied artistes, we'll talk a little bit more about them later, but there weren't too many visitors from the outside world to Brown County. There weren't no electricity, there was no running water, no motor cars, anything like that. News tended to travel real slow. In fact, by the time any new news of the outside world ever did make its way to Brown County, it was already old news by the time it got there. Yes, sir, Brown County back in them days was a poor, backwards, uninformed place. Not at all like the refined, civilized place you see around here today. Now, I mentioned them artistes. Now, they were an interesting bunch themselves. Now, they come from, there was printmakers and photographers and writers and lots of painters. And they come from the big cities like New York and Chicago and Indianapolis. And they would come down here to Brown County, and they just loved the slower pace of life to get away from the big city hustle bustle. So they come down here. Some of them would even call this place the Peaceful Valley. They come down here with their canvases and their easels and their notebooks and their cameras and whatnot, and they go out there in the hills and hollers, and they paint and draw and write stories about the pretty landscapes. And while they were out there drawing their trees and scenery and whatnot, they started to notice that the folks who lived here in Brown County, the locals out there in all them cabins and all them hills and hollers and whatnot, they started to realize that those folks were pretty interesting too. So they started to take pictures of and write stories about and make paintings of all them folks. Before long, them folks kind of became famous as the faces and personalities of Brown County. Now, one of the most famous of these Brown County personalities, this lady named Grandma Barnes. Now, everybody just simply called her Grandma Barnes. She lived in a little ramshackle cabin. And whenever them artistes would stop by, they'd see her out there working in her garden, and they'd ask her about her flowers and all them critters that she liked to keep as pets. And they'd drink some lemonade with her, and before long they'd be painting her portrait. For a fee, of course. And pretty soon these pictures and stories and drawings of Grandma Barnes, well, they started making their way all around the world. She kind of became the face of Brown County. But she did not let this fame get to her head one bit. And like I said, she was about the sweetest little old lady you ever did meet. And pretty much everybody that met her liked her the first moment they saw her. And for the most part, she liked everybody that she ever met. Folks, I have to tell you, there was one person that old Grandma Barnes, she just could not get along with. And unfortunately, this one person that old Grandma Barnes, she could not stand. Fortunately, that just happened to be her own husband. Now, George Washington Barnes, everybody just called him Wash. He was a broom maker by trade, and nobody could really understand what made Grandma dislike him so much. Everybody who knew him said he was pretty much the nicest feller, but for whatever the reason was, those two just didn't get along. Matter of fact, like last 20 years or so of their marriage, they drew a line down that little cabin. And she stayed on her side and he stayed on his, and they never said a word to each other. The only problem was that the only door to the cabin was on Grandma's side. So up until his 70s, Warsh was still climbing in and out the bedroom window whenever he needed to go anywhere. So when he passed away, actually, the sheriff and the coroner actually had to bring his body out through the window because Grandma, she wouldn't let his dead body come through her parlor. So long story short, folks, Grandma and Wash Barnes, they just did not get along. So I suppose that is enough history. I suppose y'all came here for a puppet show anyway, ain't that right? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, youngins, oldins, I present to you the Grandma and Wash Barnes Brown County Variety Review and Puppet Show Extravee-Ganza! Woo! We're going to try this one more time here. All right. Get out there. Show started. No. No, there's maybe 50 folks. You gotta get out there. I'm really sorry. Grandma, she ain't just seeing this many people all at once. So, I got an idea, and I'm gonna go back in there. We'll close them curtains. We're gonna start the show again. And if I could get a little bit of help from you fellers here, y'all can help me out. I'm gonna count to 3. And if y'all can say, "We love you, Grandma," I think that'll help her, make her feel a little bit better about her stage fright. She'll come out and talk to us. Think y'all can do that?
Yeah.
All right, why don't we practice that? All right, 1, 2, 3.
We love you, Grandma.
Oh, she's going to hear that, and she's just going to come out and talk to you. Oh, we're going to be just fine, but thank you for your patience. Okay. All right, let's try this again. All right. Open up, Grandma.
We love you, Grandma.
Oh, I think that's going to work. Hello there, folks. I'm Grandma Barnes. Guess y'all know that already. That fella sure does like to talk a lot. Thanks for being here today. Sorry about all that stage fright. I don't know too much about Extravee-Ganzas or anything like that. Variety reviews. To be honest, there ain't too much variety living out here in the country. But y'all are welcome to spend some time here with me today. This here's my cabin. It's real peaceful. It ain't much, but it's nice and quiet. I just sure do love how peaceful it is out here. Every once in a while I'll get some visitors, some of them artistes. And then of course there's my good-for-nothing husband, Wash. He sleeps all day anyway, and he keeps to his own side for the most part. Always just real nice and peaceful out here in Brown County. I was getting ready to plant some flowers. Y'all want to help me with that?
Yeah.
We'll go down here. Let me see if I can get my stuff, and we'll plant some flowers. All right, I'll be right back. What did I do? All right, here we go now. I got my first thing we do when we're planting flowers is we make a little row in the dirt. Just like this. Oh, and that's going to be so nice. And then the next thing we're going to need is our seeds. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go get those. I'll be back. What did I do with those? Okay. So I got my seeds. I'm going to plant just a couple seeds in the row that we just made. Just like this. And we're going to cover them up with some dirt. Now, do you kids know what's the next thing that we need to do before the sunshine can take over?
I know.
What do you think we need to do?
Water.
Of course. Oh, y'all are so smart. Thank you. Let me go get my water can. Well, it is our best down here.
Mine.
I got my water can. And like I said, we're going to put some water on all those little seeds. Just like that. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful. And now, y'all know, this is the hardest part of growing flowers. We got to wait on the sun to do its job before our flowers can get all big and strong.
And then, but we need time.
They do need time. How'd you get so smart? Well, why don't we all wait here and see if our flowers will grow? It's been enough time.
No.
Y'all know any good jokes?
I do.
Well, tell me jokes while we're waiting here. You can tell me after the show, okay? Let's see if our flowers are done yet. Flowers, are you done? Trick your flowers. Maybe we just need to talk to them real nice. Will you hurry up and grow
Hi, Toby.
Oh, he's a good boy, he is. How's your day going? Well, these folks here, they sure seem to like you a lot. Look at these flowers that we just grew. Bubble, double, double. You can't eat those flowers. You're not going to eat those flowers, are you, boy? Boys, do you think that Toby's going to eat these flowers?
Yes.
I think maybe we better shoot Toby off for a while. So maybe, Toby, why don't you get off and go eat some bugs or something? We'll see you later. You don't eat these flowers. Get on out here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I sure do love that, Toby. I just love critters of all kinds. And I just love how peaceful it is out here. Oh, it is nice. Oh, yes, it is. Give enough of those smells. Oh, it is. thing to hold on to because I've been in the moonshine too long. Now, Wars, I've got a problem. Toby, my turkey, has been trying to eat these flowers that I've been growing. And I need to run up to the house and get some supper started. So, Wars, I need you to stay here and watch these flowers and make sure that Toby don't come and eat them. All right?
Oh, I think I can do that. If Toby comes around, I'll just swat him with this broom, and we'll have an early Thanksgiving dinner.
You will not do that, Wars. You will not hurt a critter, not around me. Now, if he tries to hurt Toby, if he tries to swat him with that broom, I need you to help me. I need you to yell out, Grandma, as loud as you can, and I'll hear you, and I'll come running back, and I'll give Wash Barnes, I'll teach him a lesson he'll never forget. All right?
Okay.
All right, don't you let Wash hurt that turkey. I'll be back now. Keep an eye on Toby.
Oh, I just don't know why Grandma's so mean to me. Set my broom down here. Oh, dropped it. Set my broom down here. And, boy, I sure am tired. I think I could use a nap. But I gotta watch out for Toby the turkey to make sure he don't eat those flowers. Grandma, she'll skin me alive. Maybe y'all can help me. You see, I'm gonna lay down here. You see that turkey? You wake me up. You say, "Wash, wash!" as loud as you can, and I'll get up and I'll take care of that turkey, and I'll make sure he don't eat Grandma's flowers. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Oh.
you gotta do it yourself around here anyway. Oh, my poor flowers. They're all gone.
But you still gotta teach them the turkey in lesson.
Yeah. Maybe Toby will learn his lesson the next time, but we're gonna need to plant some more, I think.
Plant some more.
Sort of peaceful out here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, now, hello, lady. I am an artist. An artist, huh? An artist. I have come to Brown County to paint the hills, the landscape, the trees, and the rustic abodes of the locals. May I please paint your cabin, madam? Well, I suppose that'd be all right. Don't you think, kids? It's all right if he paints that.
Yeah.
But I think maybe I should charge him a fee, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Ortiz. That'll be 50 cents. And of course, I wouldn't dream of not compensating you, so let me go grab my case. 50 cents? All right. I shall begin painting there. Oh, I just love how beautiful it is here. Huh. Yes, madam. Well, you said you were going to paint my cabin, but you didn't say nothing about my garden. 50 cents. Really, another 50 cents. All right, well, okay. Here we are. Thank you, miss. And I'll just return to my painting here. Madam, what are you doing? Well, I'm just getting up because I know I charged you to paint the cabin, and I could charge you 50 cents to paint the garden. But, you sure are painting. You painted all. You painted the fence, you painted the flowers, the cabin, you painted the sky. That stuff ain't free. All right. That'll be $25, please. $20. Are you serious, madam? I'm leaving.
What does a painting look like?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we better check it out, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see what we're taking for a turn. Looks like you did a pretty good job here. I don't know why you left it here. I think you could have probably made $25 off of it. Well, I think I'm going to go hang these up on my side of the cabin. I'll be right back.
Good day.
Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, bear, a bear, a bear, a bear, a bear! Oh, bear! Oh, bear, a bear, a bear, a bear, a bear! Oh, there's a bear! Grandma! Grandma!
Grandma.
What? What is it, Clark? What are you yelling about?
There's a bear!
Other side.
Look, Bart, I told you to stay away from that moonshine. There ain't been no bears here in Brown County in now 50 years.
My son, he's a big bear. He's a ferocious bear and he's gonna get us. I'm gonna run to the house, get my shotgun, and take care of that bear.
That's
No,
not
you are not, Clark. First of all, there ain't no bear. And second of all, you ain't gonna hit no critter around me. You ain't gonna hurt it. You get out of here. You go sleep this one off out in the cabin.
Do you think it's the big ball man?
Bears. Do you folks believe that?
Yeah.
Bears around here? I told you it's peaceful around here. Like I said, there's not too much to see around here. It's always peace and